Hello students, hope all are fine. Today we will discuss unit 1 in computer subject, computer networking. So in this unit we will learn some useful topics including introduction to computer networking and computer networks, creating a computer network, benefits of networks, network hardware, types of networks, nature of computer network and network topology. Let's see one by one. This is your computer book front page. Inside that there are 7 units present in it. First unit is introduction to computer networking. Second unit hypertext markup language. Third unit web designing using HTML. Fourth unit list and tables in HTML. Fifth unit introduction to Adobe Photoshop. Sixth unit introduction to C language. And last unit is introduction to Visual Basic.NET. Today we will learn about the first unit, introduction to computer networking. Before we enter into the topic, we have to learn how does the internet works. So what is the meaning of internet? Internet is nothing but it is the network of networks. Generally, internet is the global system interconnected by computer networks. Here network means a group of system or people interconnected or connected by each other are called networks. Internet means network of networks. At the same time, network means the group of people or system interconnected or connected by each other. Here, look at the picture. We get the internet services from ISP. The expansion of ISP is Internet Service Provider. Who are the internet service provider? One who provide the internet services are called internet service provider. One who provide internet services are called internet service provider. Some of the examples of internet service providers are Jio, Airtel, BSNL, Vodafone, etc. Here the internet services providers internet in second stage. After that we get internet through DSL or cable modem. After that, to get internet systems for many systems, we split the internet through router or switch. Already we learned that network means a group of peoples or system interconnected by each other. Here, networking refers to an interconnected collections of various devices to share their resources. That means networking is nothing but it is the group of people or system interconnected by each other through cable or satellites are called networks. With the help of networks, we can able to share the resources such as printers, scanners, etc. And we can share the informations from one system to another system through the networks. So simply said that a computer network contains a group of devices, group of systems connected with one another are called computer networks. Some of the examples of networks are cable network, television network and telephone network. When we create a network for different devices or different systems or different resources, that is called networking. Let's see computer networks. Generally, a computer network is a collection of computer peripheral devices. Here, the computer peripheral devices are printer, scanner, are collectively known as network components, and these are connected by using communication links. Here, communication links means cables or any other satellites or wires, etc. Suppose if you want to create network, we need at least 2 or more system, modem, router, etc. And one important thing is these devices are interconnected by communication mediums such as wire, cables or satellites. And these communication medium help the network to work together. These communication medium help the network components to work together. The network components may be situated in long distance, that means remote locations, or within the same building. Let's see how to create a computer network. A computer network may be in any other size. For example, we can create small network by connecting two computers for sharing files. If the two computers are connected with the computer network, we can able to share files from one system to another system. Generally, in network, the millions and millions of computers are interconnected by computer networks to share or to exchange information all over the world. The world's largest computer network is the internet. When we connect our computer to the network using cable or any other communication medium such as wires or satellites, and after that we become the network user and our computer becomes workstation on the network. The workstation is used to access local resources such as local hard disk and local printer, and also it is used to access remote resources. Here the remote resources are remote file server. So what is the meaning of remote file server? The remote file server is the computer connected to the network, and its main uses is to serve the user, to distribute files. The main work of file server is to distribute files to the network user. Some of the network resources are disk storage space such as local hard disk and local printer and other peripheral devices. Ethernet is one of the computer networking technologies in the family of local area network, and it was co-invented by an electrical engineer from United States, namely Robert Millington Metcalf. Network can improve our work by increasing productivity, lowering cost, and much more. Some of the benefits of networks are listed below. They are ease of access, work from home, resource sharing, information sharing, productivity, program sharing, low cost, best administration, and security. Let's see one by one. First one, ease of access, which means it is easy to access information from other system over the network. Generally, the network stores information on the central computers. The information in one or two central computers make it easy for us to work with it and manage their files. The network also allows us to access the information from other computers on the network. For example, if two computers are shared over the networks, we can able to access the information from any one of the systems. If one system is busy, we can able to access the information from other systems because that systems are shared over the networks. Next one, work from home. Networks helps us to work from home by accessing company's network. Once our system connected to the network, we can able to work with any data available on the network. And networks make it easy for us to access office information from the home. Nowadays we have seen most of the employees are working from home due to corona. Next one, resources sharing. Resources means devices or equipments. Here the computers are connected to networks and share their equipments and devices. That equipments and devices are called resources. Example, printer, scanner, etc. For example, in your home you have 10 systems but only one printer is available. But if the 10 systems are shared over the network, we can able to take print on 10 systems over only one printers with the help of network. That means resources sharing. Resources means equipments or devices such as printers or scanners are shared over the networks. If the printers are shared, we can able to print on many other systems over the networks. Next one, information sharing. The computer networks help us to share information or to exchange information from one place to another. The information may be in any other format like text, images, etc. Once our system is connected over the network, we can able to share the informations over the network from one place to another. Next one, productivity. Networks helps in increasing the productivity in companies or in any other organizations. If the computers are connected over the network, people can exchange information from one place to another places. So with the help of networks, the employees can easily access and exchange informations from one place to another places, so they can work more efficiently. For example, the networks helps the employees in different offices to work on a project together. By the way, the company's productivity will increase. One, program sharing. Like information sharing or resources sharing, we can share programs from one system to another system over the networks. So it will helpful for us to install programs or any other softwares from one system to another systems with the help of networks. Next one, low cost. In earlier days, that means before the evolution of computer network, a printer was usually attached to every computer in an office. For that, they have to spend more and more money. But after the evolution of computer network, there is no need to attach every printer in every computers, because the networks helps to share the computer resources such as printer or scanners, etc. If the printers are shared over the network, we can take print over many other systems with the help of only one printers. So by the way, the networks helps in reduce cost, that is low cost. Next one, best administration. The networks helps to monitor and control the entire company's computer. Most of the companies have appointed one person in network section, that is called network administrator. The main duty of network administrator is to administrate the network. Next one, security. Security means protection. So to access information over the network, users must enter username and password. Who are the users? We are the users. So to access informations over the networks, we must enter, or we have to enter username and password for security purposes. So that username and password helps the network administrator to trace everyone who is using the internet. And also, networks have built-in security programs. That means it contains security programs. That programs helps to monitor and report any abnormal activity present in the computer networks. Networks refuses the users one who enters wrong username and password. So the networks helps or to prevent unauthorized users to access informations over the network. The topic is network hardware. Network hardware containing components that are used to create network. To create network components is must. Some of the network components are computers, cables, connectors, and network interface cards. Next one is computers, one of the network components. The main work of network is to link the computers together. If the computers are linked, the people can work more efficiently by using computers. The computer network need not to be same type, because many networks contains different types of computers. Second one is cables. So cables are the wires that is used to connect computers and computer resources such as printer, scanner, etc. on the networks. In networks, different types of cables are used. So depending upon the types of cables, it determines how quickly the transformations over the network. Some of the cable is twisted cable, fiber optic cable, etc. Third one is connector. The connector is a device that is used to connect two computers or networks together. If the two networks are connected, all the computers on the network can exchange informations. And also the connectors look like a telephone jack. So each wire in a cable is attached to one conductor or one pin. Here there is two connector available. One is RJ45 male connector and another one is RJ45 female connector. And fourth one is network interface cards, NIC. The NIC is a device that is used to join the cable to your computers. So most of the network interface cards are installed inside the computers, and the edge of the card can be seen at the back of the computers. Generally, a NIC, network interface cards, has the port where the network cables plug in. but in front NIC parts are available. Nowadays most of the computers come with pre-installed network interface cards. Next topic is types of networks. There are various types of computer network available. First one is personal area network, second one is local area network, third one is home area network, fourth one is storage area network, fifth one is campus area network, sixth one is metropolitan area network, and seventh one is wide area network. Let's see one by one. First one is personal area network. Personal area networks is used for communication between computers and different information technological devices such as personal computers, printers, scanners, fax machines, telephones, and video games. Generally, the personal area network contains wired and wireless devices. The wired devices are usually connected with USB and FireWire connections. And the personal area networks typically reach up to 10 meters. The Bluetooth and infrared communications are typical from the personal area network. Second one is local area network, LAN. The local area network is the network that connect computers and devices in a limited area such as home, school, computer lab, office building, etc. In LAN, each computers or devices are called node. In local area network, we can connect up to 100 computers. One is home area network. Home area network is a type of residential LAN network and it is used for communication between digital devices and it is typically used in home. Home area network contains a small number of personal computers and accessories such as printers and mobile computing devices. An important function of home area network is to sharing the internet access and often the broadband services through the cable TV or digital subscriber line. Fourth one is storage area networks. The storage area network is a type of networks that provides access to consolidated block level data storage. So the storage area network is used to make storage devices, and the storage area network has its own network storage and it not accessible through the local area network or any other devices. Because of its cost and complexity, the storage area networks dropped in early 2000 and it is used for medium-sized business environment. Fifth one is campus area network. Campus area network is made up of interconnection of two or more LANs. That is, it is made up of two or more LANs and it covers only the limited area. Generally, a campus area network is larger than the local area network but smaller than the wide area network. The campus area networks are widely used in colleges. Sixth one is metropolitan area network, MAN. A metropolitan area network is a large network and it usually covers the city or the large campus, and it is a collection of local area networks. And seventh one is wide area network, WAN. A wide area networks connect LAN and MAN together. A wide area network is a type of networks that covers large geographic areas such as city or country or even intercontinental distance by using telephone lines, cables and airwaves. Next topic is nature of computer network. There are two natures of computer networks. One is permanent network and another one is temporary networks. Most of the companies uses the permanent networks to transfer informations. A permanent network contains cables to link computers together. As the name indicates, the network is permanent and is stay connected in a place at all the times. Second one is temporary networks. Temporary networks is the type of networks and the connection that is established for the brief period of times and the connections automatically disconnected. Example for temporary network is work from home or to access networks in schools or in colleges. Next topic is network topology. Topology means different computers are connecting in a network. In topology, the nodes of the networks are linked together. Nodes means device or systems. The topology determines the data path by which we can connect more computers in the computer networks. A node is a computer or any other devices on the networks that communicate with the other devices. There are three basic topologies. One is star topology, second one is ring topology, and third one is bus topology. Let's see one by one. First one is star topology. In star topology, all the nodes or the systems connected to the central system are called switch. The main work of switch is to control communication over the network. Advantage of star topology is low cost, easy to install and reconfigure, and third one is if one computer fails, the remaining portion of the network is not affected. And disadvantage of star topology is it requires more and more cable connections, and if the switch fails, the entire network goes down. Next one, ring topology. In ring topology, the system or the device connected in the closed loop, so that every computer is connected to two computers as shown in the figures. So in ring topology, the computers are connected in the form of ring, and data are simply passed from one system to another system. In ring topologies, the data travels only in one direction, and the data passed from one computer to another computers automatically. Advantage of ring topology is easy to install and reconfigure. And second one is fault isolation is simplified. That means if fault occurs, it rectified simply. Third one is if one device does not receive signal, it can issue an alarm, so the network operators can easily identify the fault. Disadvantage of ring topology is it requires more complicated to control software, and since the data travels in only one direction, the traffic may occur. Third one is bus topology. In bus topologies, every system or server connected using single cable. In bus topologies, the data travels in both directions, but in ring topology, the data travels only in one direction. In bus topology, it has terminator at both ends to receive or to observe the signals and removing it from the bus. Advantage of bus topology is it is quite easy. It is easy to set up the bus topology, and if one system fails, it does not affect the other system in the network. And disadvantage of bus topology is it offers limited flexibility for change. Flexibility means modification. For modification, it provides only limited flexibility to change. And second one is the signals in the bus topology should be strong. That only it will reach the receiver. If the signal is weak, it couldn't reach the receiver. Students, now unit 1 is over. I hope you understand well. In next class, we will discuss about some interesting topics in unit 2. If you have doubts in this session, you can ask me in WhatsApp group. Still, take care of your health, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.